Hi.
Oh, you got applause then. You got applause.
Amazing, amazing.
Beverly, first things first, tell us about yourself.
So I'm Beverly. I work for Kirkwood. People might know Kirkwood as Kirkwood Hospice. We're based in Huddersfield, and I've worked there for just over 7 years.
Wow, 7 years. I bet you've seen some changes in that time.
Yeah, we have. We've had COVID, haven't we? We've had COVID, and what came with COVID was horrendous for people with a life-limiting illness. We've seen changes in relation to the support available during that time for people who are dealing with bereavement or that diagnosis, which is going to change their lives. So yeah, it's been an interesting time, but it's also been a time that we've embraced.
Yeah, and it's you're there when people are at their most kind of vulnerable as such. If you know what I mean, like I said, that the whole COVID thing was horrific. Anyway, adding that into it just was terrible.
It was. My own father passed away towards the end of COVID, and he was very lucky to have passed away at the hospice as well. So it felt a privilege, a very sad situation, but a privilege that we were able to make that happen. Tell us, I mean, for those that don't know, tell us a little bit about Kirkwood. How long has it been going? Yeah, so Kirkwood has been going for 37 years. The gentleman who actually set up the hospice is actually still living, and he still actually lives in Huddersfield, a gentleman called David Stocks. And we are much bigger than we were 37 years ago. Our services are much broader. We now have a community nursing team which goes into homes and care homes.
Brilliant.
We have a 16-bed inpatient unit down in Dalton in HD5. And we are big, but we have to be, because the demand for our services is big as well.
Yeah. And it's the work you do is fantastic.
Thank you.
How does it help the Kirkwood getting involved in events like this?
Yeah, so I represent the income generation team. My role is to raise money for the charity, because we get very little of our income through the government. It's about 23%. And I'm here to raise awareness. So if by having a conversation today, one person who wasn't aware of our services and how to access them and was in need of our services, if they connect with us, it's been a brilliant day for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, it's, if local businesses want to support in any way, how can they get involved?
So various ways. We have a business movement where we have 37 people representing businesses who are local, and we encourage businesses to work with us, whether it be from a volunteering point of view, whether it be from getting involved in our business movement or sponsoring an event or campaign using their marketing spend. So there's various ways, pounds and non-pounds. We value both at the charity, because we're in need of much more than just money. Volunteers, for example, is a big currency for us.
Fantastic. Now, you are based in Huddersfield, obviously. But tell us a little bit like, what does Huddersfield mean to you? What do you love about Kirkwood?
Well, first of all, I was born and bred in Huddersfield. So, I'm a Huddersfield girl. And for me, it's all around the community spirit. You've interviewed a number of people today. We all support each other. We're all there to support local community, local businesses, and maximise that opportunity which exists. And we're going to do that together rather than just individually. So, for me, Huddersfield and Kirklees is an amazing place to live. It's an amazing place to have a business, and it's an amazing place, full stop.
Yeah, like I said, I've said earlier, I'm an outsider. I'm still a newbie. I've only been here 27 years. But there is something about Huddersfield. It is a great sense of community. The people here are really great. And part of the reason why we set up Hud Show is it's about spreading that positive news about Huddersfield. And it's people like yourself that are doing great work.
Thank you. And thanking, for giving us this ability to actually, talk about the charity.
Well, again, not just on this show, we will get in touch as well, because I'd love for Hud Show to get involved with this a little bit more as well.
You might even come to our memory walk on the 22nd of June. Starts here at the John Smiths.
That sounds
like 500 people already signed up. We might even get 501 after this interview.
501. That sounds. Do you know what? I've actually got my walking shoes in the car. I put my show shoes on today. But yeah, do you know what? Absolutely. Send us some graphics for that. the chamber obviously helps the Kirkwood as well. If someone's watching this that isn't a member of the chamber, tell them what benefits they should get.
I think, you know, you are gaining access to an arena of fellow businesses in the local area who are there to support each other. You are getting your business brand in front of a big audience. We've been a patron of the chamber, we're a member of the chamber, and we believe it represents an excellent platform for us as a charity and for businesses generally.
Yeah, fantastic. How can people get in touch? Oh, I see the website is already up there on
Yeah.
the screen. Adam has done his job.
Yeah, he
He's
has.
on the
He
board
has.
there, yeah. Grant should do the memory walk.
Yeah, we need that traffic on the website because it also includes how you actually access our services.
Yeah.
So just as important, you know, if you've heard of Kirkwood Hospice, we're now known as the Kirkwood. You may not understand fully what we do.
Yeah.
Please go onto the website and there's lots of information on there for you.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
You.
Guys, please do check out that website, find out those services and get involved. The work is fantastic work, and don't leave it until the point when you need the services. Get involved to help now so those services survive.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank
Cheers.
you.